This is Mabyn, week 1. Okay, so first off, I would suggest that when you're working with especially something fairly simple like this, like a go on, which is pretty simple, at least for you guys at this point, you can try to mix it up a little bit with your tunnel sends. So because you're going to, in this case especially, because you're going to be running with her, I would just mix it up. So so this seems to be about your comfort zone, your comfort distance to do a tunnel send. So, and we're going to do this a whole bunch of times, so I think that it's a good opportunity to work on our longer distance tunnel sends. So in other words, with something like this, I might try to build up some distance on this so you can send her from much further back. But then other times I would do what you kind of do here, go up a lot closer with her, because when she comes out of the tunnel, this way you can run with her as you do. So this right here, though, this is really nice. This is great. So you pick her up. She's driving ahead full tilt the whole time. I never even see any head checking or anything like that with you. So this is great. Your reward is great. Everything about this is great. Just a suggestion. So when you do something like this, like sometimes if you say would have sent her from back here, you could work on your tunnel sends. But what that means is then you're going to be picking her up from here. So that means she's going to be catching up to you as you go here. So while you're working on the tunnel send, the go on portion of this drill you wouldn't get as much from. Conversely, if you had picked her up right at that tunnel exit and then ran with her, then she would by now, she would be having to run way ahead of you and you would be back here telling her to go on. So that would really work on the go on skill of sending her over the jump. So depending on what you want to get out of the drill, I would kind of do both. I would mix it up. Just a suggestion on this one, because otherwise this is a beautiful drill. That was great. Same thing here. That is a very nice tunnel send, and this is a beautiful blind cross. And she does a great job. What I like to see is that you complete your cross before she takes the jump. That is a beautiful blind cross. Also, really nice reward. So that one was just awesome. So this seems to be, like I was mentioning, your kind of your comfort zone. I'll just play around with that a little bit. Okay, so I think here she read rear cross, because you come up and you decel there, and you are slightly pointed towards that way. But yeah, I think that she just read rear cross is why she did that. So I think that has more to do with her lack of understanding on rear cross versus the wrapping. And this one, yes, is more clear, slightly more clear, because you're facing this way versus there. And she nails it. So a very nice job. I'd say a nice fix by yourself. But that first time that she turned around like that she turned far towards that rear cross, I just think that that is a signal. She's telling you she's still not 100% clear on her verbals, at least with a rear cross verbal versus digging in towards you or turning right. I know you say right. I don't know if that's wrapping or turning right, but either way, she's just showing you that it's just a little bit of feedback on her end, because while you were angled slightly more to the left and slightly better on the second one, it's so close that I think a stronger verbal understanding could have made up the difference with those two.